Hello and welcome. Week 4 total, episode 4, or is this 3? I don't know. I don't really pay attention all that much to that stuff. Let me curl my mustache here. Got my funky hat because my hair is not doing too great today. But pitter patter. Let's get down to it. All right. This week I have been playing. Well, on the screen you're going to see Dark Watch. Haven't played too much of that, but it is a fun game. A few levels in, you play a Jonah Hex type cowboy that's cursed with vampirism, and you got to go around. You got to kill zombies, skeletons, and other vampires. You'll see it all. And then there's a real freaky guy. With big old blades, kind of like a Elden Ring before Elden Ring type of thing. But yeah, it's been a busy week. Lots of work. Normally that's I work like half time, so like 25 hours a week. Sometimes 27 if I'm lucky, or if I'm not lucky. So yeah, busy week. Really long, tiring day. So I didn't really get to play too much. I have played a lot of Halo Infinite. Oh man, I'm like playing an hour, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. Got through my season 3 pass. Got to 100. I did that last week actually. Started working on season 1. Went from 50 to 68. So that's progressing. The weekly event, I didn't know this because when you select the weekly event, it shows like 20 levels. I didn't know that you could only do 10, and then later on they let you work on the other 10 just to kind of slow the events down a bit. And yeah, I get it, but I'm like playing Lone Wolf, and I hate Lone Wolf. I'm like, oh god, don't be last, don't be last. And sure enough, I was never last. Mostly got respectable, 4s and 5s. Although I did win one. Just hold on one second here. So I did win one. And I won a lone wolf. I don't know how. Well, I know how, but here it is. Bam. Look at that. So that's it. That is my lone wolf number 1. 25 kills, 9 deaths. I underperformed. According to who? Not me. 9 deaths. That's pretty good, but my accuracy is freaking through the roof. I was like, holy, how did I do that? But then again, I guess I won. So that was that. Oh, wait, hold on. Got another one here. Here we go. Yep, there it is. First. I killed so many people with shotguns and thwapping them in the face. So, yep. There it is. Very first lone wolf win. I think it's been maybe, let's see, 2008 since I won like a lone wolf, like a deathmatch type of thing. I had to one. No, yeah, it's been a while. Not too normally not too big on what do you call it? Single player deathmatch games. But I was like, oh my god, I got to do all these lone wolves to get to level 11 on this like weekly event. So I'm playing and I'm playing and I'm playing and I'm playing. I'm like, it's not going. Something's wrong. Like, this is broken. Like, how can I not get to level 11? But I found out later through Twitter that, yeah, they pause it. And then you can just kind of do it later on. Just to kind of like, stretch out the series. So, yeah, I'm okay with it. But man, I played way too many games of Lone Wolf. Thirds, fourths, fifths. Never second. one first. Maybe I got a sixth in there. I don't know. I always start out strong. So, like the first few minutes, always number one, always number two. And then everybody else gets warmed up and they just start bam, 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 bam. And you just see me drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's when I start crawling back. Till either hit like, fourth, fifth. That's about it normally. But yeah, I got first. I was really excited. I also tied for a Lone Wolves once. That was kind of cool. But man, that guy was freaking good. Like he asked me so many times. I couldn't believe it. But yeah. Next up, Dredd Vs Death. I've been playing that one quite a bit. Just trying to get through it. The original old Xbox, like last week I told you, like I scored a disc and I was pretty excited about that. Then on eBay I saw manual, so I'm like, okay. Manual, $8, $4 shipping. That's a little more than I wanted to spend. That brings like my total like $32, but the guy lost the manual, so he refunded me. Said he was selling stuff at a convention and he thinks he left the box of manuals in the rental car, but he couldn't find them. So, at least he apologized and he didn't just like, drop it and just like send me a refund and not say anything. So kudos to that guy. What else have I been doing? Oh yeah. So yeah, Dredd Vs Death. Oh man. Those last two levels are freaking. All right. Actually, I shouldn't say it. The Undercity, which is the second to last level, isn't hard. The main boss is a freaking bullet sponge. Oh my God. I emptied so many bullets into that guy and like nothing, not dead. So I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Get on YouTube. He's just a fucking bullet sponge. That's it. Bullets, bullets, bullets. More bullets you hit him with, and then you need more. And then you need more. So I end up having to like restart the level. Going back and, just trying to like conserve ammo as where I can. So get up to a zombie. Like if they're not doing anything, just kind of whap them in the head. And like the problem, so playing modern games, like, well, not this one that you're seeing right now, Death Watch, is like the melee on this is actually really good. On this game, Dredd vs. Death, nope, not good at all. Just like the hitboxes, you have to be like standing right on top of them. And yeah, really disappointed with that part. So I had to go around. I had to freaking like punch all the zombies I could punch. I punched. Finally, went into the last guy with, I started running too. Like I'm like, okay, I can avoid these guys if I just like run past them. So saved some ammo by punching, avoiding people, not going down like they're bad. Finally get to them. And I just, bullets after bullets after bullets after bullets. Trying to like avoid hitting the vampires that he spawns around him. And he throws these like little, like bear traps. Yeah, bear traps. Old time bear traps. He just throws them at you. And they just like soak up your shields. And yeah, let's talk about another thing about that game. Shields. Yeah. Oh, crap. Just got a little froze there. Shields are kind of worthless. Like one punch, or like one hit, and normally they're like done. But against these little bear traps, they're actually effective. So you could like take 2 or 3 and then you'd run away. And then your shields would recharge and voila. So, man, it is late here. It's like 9:05 and I'm an old dude. So, but yeah. And the last one, there's like one section where you have to kill all the zombies and they give you enough ammo. So some punching, or they're not zombies, they're skeletons. So enough, kind of like these, except these die way cooler. When you hit these things in the head, they kind of like swagger. Not in Dredd. They just kind of collapse. Let's see. Gonna hit a guy in the head right there. But I ran past him, so you didn't really see the swagger. You'll see it if you pay attention. Last level, it's just skeletons and more skeletons and more skeletons. And why is my webcam freezing? Like, hello? What gives Mr. Razor? Spent like $100 on you. You should be not freezing. But yeah, it's getting like rendering lag. Where the hell is that coming from? I'm only recording. Yeah. Anyway, too much into the weeds. Dredd Vs Death, final level, lots of skeletons to get past the first part. Then it's actually pretty easy. Yeah. You don't really have to focus on the big guy so much as you just kind of have to free the psych judges that are like kind of stuck in these like what is it? Gilgert? Yeah, these weird contraptions. You release them and like these things come up, and I should have recorded it because it was actually really cool. But that's just kind of the way it goes. And then the ending's pretty basic. Yeah, look, you killed Death. Yay, you captured him. And then you just start on into something else. So, yep, that was Dredd vs. Death. Then I said I've been playing a little bit of Dark Watch, and then I'm still trying to get through the first Xbox Call of Duty. So that's taking some time. Past the second chapter or second act, and now I'm on to the third. And the first part of the third act is actually kind of long, kind of tedious. So I'm dying a lot. If you saw last week's, you notice I die a lot in those games. But eventually you figure them out, and you just kind of progress through it. So you also got to remember, like, I'm using an old Xbox controller, so when I do these, I could actually use this. I got this cool little dongle here. If I can find it. It's supposed to be in here. Ah, there it is. Brook. It's green on one side. So yeah, using the USB adapter for the Xbox, the original Xbox. This little bugger right here, it's currently has a USB drive on that I used to soft mod. But yeah, I can use modern Xbox controllers on it. But for some reason, like, that's cool and all, but I kind of really prefer the old ones. So I don't know, maybe it's just because it's like, it's the nostalgia, playing an old system, might as well use the original controller. And yeah, so the Xbox labeled controllers are much better than the off-brand ones. Actually has to do with just the Joy-Cons. The buttons, yeah, they're a little stiffer and everything, but it is fine. I wouldn't, but just the thumbsticks themselves has to do with like the dead space of it. So in the original Xbox controllers, the dead space it's there, but like just a slight turn and you'll be able to like move around. But on the knockoffs, no, there's more of a dead zone, and so you end up getting like more sways of the camera back and forth faster. I mean, you could do some adjustments, but yeah, stick with an original. Oh yeah, speaking of originals. Last week I had talked about the Hyperkin Dukes, and I had mentioned that I had one on order, an irregular old one. But yeah, here we go. The Duke, and does have a bum right trigger, so I don't know. I have another one that's coming that supposedly works, and then I ordered 2 more broken Dukes. So maybe out of 2, I can get 3. And I was thinking like, well, I got plenty of like potentiometers around here. I'll just open this thing up and nope. No. Uh, the original potentiometers on the Duke are actually kind of big, and there's a really funky way how they do it. Like, especially like the left potentiometer, right? So the trigger is directly on top of it. So when you do if you're going to replace this potentiometer, you have to remove the trigger. And on the trigger, it's not like the newer controllers, like I kind of thought it was, but new controller triggers are way better, by the way. Use like a magnet to like measure the distance and the voltage. But these use like almost the same type of potentiometers. So they are prone to wear out. But, and I'm actually kind of surprised they don't. Ooh, what was that? Nothing. I'm surprised the triggers actually don't really, they should wear out a lot on these older systems, but I haven't encountered it yet. Anyway, so yeah, I got a Duke. I got that broken one. Got 2 more broken ones coming, so maybe out of 3 I can make 2. I don't know, and then have a working one. So I will have a decent Duke collection going on there. What else? Oh yeah, I got well, it seemed like a deal at the time, but not really ending up that way. So on Facebook Marketplace, there was like a Xbox on the marketplace for like $120. So it was a Xbox, came with a GameStop controller. Oh, I'll show you. This. Yeah, it's green. Hey, you know what? I actually haven't tried it out yet. We'll see. It's got additional thumb buttons, and the start stop is kind of more of a traditional like controller, like in the center, like you have on the PlayStation ones. So I don't know. Thumbsticks actually feel kind of nice. Real. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Kind of. But yeah, they're really snappy. So it looks like it's missing. Whoa. Why is it missing? It is missing a rumble pack. This has got 2. The Duke has 2. Maybe they decided to, hey, we're just going to be able to see, but the shell has it room for it. And I'm kind of looking at it right now, and I don't really see anywhere where a rumble thing would slide into there. But maybe I could steal the potentiometer out of this. I opened up an old one, or my knockoff one, and I didn't think it was going to work. So I didn't really remove it and try it out. But maybe this GameStop one will, because the potentiometers are just so much bigger. And then like the other ones. So yeah. Oh well. I'll give the GameStop one a try here. Let's see here. If I plug it in the right way. Oh hey, look at that. We're already on Halo. Let's turn that off. All right. Start. Select. Campaign. Select a level. Where am I? Let's do Cairo Station. Let's see how these buttons actually work. Loading, loading, loading. Halo 2 is loading. Will it work? Don't know. I don't know. Aha! There. Ooh. There we go. You know, this isn't too bad. Thumbstick's a lot better than that generic one. Um, I'm so used to Infinite. This is gonna suck. Do I have a weapon yet? No. Right, left. Grenades. Switch weapons. Y. Did I miss something here? There we go. All right, so no drift or anything. A little stiffer than I'd like, but that one rumble pack seems to be working fine. Like, yeah, this isn't too bad. This is definitely playable. Yeah. I forgot how to melee. Switch. There we go. But yeah, I mean, hey, not bad. Not bad. Let's see if I can remember how to do this now. Yeah, we'll just go there. So, is that thing going? Is this still going? We're still recording? We're good. All right. Yeah. So, hey, yeah, not bad. Look at that. Tolerable. Definitely. Have to add some of these little buggers on there. Add a green one, so red and blue. Let's make this happen. Yeah, I can't do any controllers nowadays without these little extra thingies on. It just helps so much. Oh, these are more like the 360 style thumbsticks. So we'll see. A little more stretched out. But one, oh yeah. Sometimes it's the, Chris, sometimes it's the little things that make life enjoyable. Like land in Montana, batteries. Chris, you'll have all these things one day. Just stick with me and we'll make it happen. Yep. Bam. It's officially tolerable now. But yeah. So yeah, what else? Oh yeah, so I bought that console, and the guy's like, "Yeah, it works. I tested it out. Turns on. Didn't try all the discs. Some were scratched." I'm like, some discs scratched, but they'll still play. I mean, there was 18 games, so we'll see. This drive doesn't work. System does power on, and I get the regular screen. It is a 1.6, so that makes it my third 1.6. Well, from the Xbox version lottery. Hadn't been opened up. So I opened it up. It was relatively clean. I was actually surprised at how clean it was. Not too much gunk on the fan. I got a replacement fan already for it. So I was going to throw this in one of my other systems, but yeah, I'll just throw this in it. I mean, it's already open. Just means I got to order another one of these. Next paycheck is, this and all these. Yeah. Between the two Broken Dukes, this system, and all the games, yeah, the pocketbook is drained. But so, yeah, I had ordered the fan and some hard drives for soft mod swaps. But so in a few weeks, I'll get another fan, make this stuff happen. But yeah, so third system, I'm on my way. I want a total of 8 to host a Halo LAN party. So we're getting there. Don't know, just be able to do some 360s. I got 2 of those, and I have 2 broken ones on the way. So where they say they power on, but we'll see. Power on does not mean what everybody thinks it means. But yeah, so open that new bugger up. Figured, it's a disk drive, no problem. But then I don't have any rubber bands or the disk drive bands. So order some of those. They'll be in Tuesday. So hopefully by the end of next week, we'll have that thing up and running. The only question is, do I soft mod it or not? There's the other rendering lag. Where is this coming from? Ugh, who knows? There's always a vault. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So, yep. So yeah, to recap, I was soft modding my other console. Bought another one. Probably gonna soft mod that too. And then, yeah, what else do I got coming? Got some more games coming. Oh yeah, let's talk about those 18 games though. So, what really sucked about those 18 games that did not play, or did not launch, is that they're all games I don't have duplicate for. So, Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter. This one shocked me because the disc is actually really good condition, but Defender, it looks like there's some disc rot on the top. This thing definitely got wet. I'll show you. So, like the manual crusted on there, but then I don't know if you can see it or not. Probably not, but yeah, actually you can. There's these like little circles in the disc. So yeah, it looks like it's just kind of separating. So yeah, Vim to the rescue. That sometimes works. True Crime, Streets of LA, disc is just trashed. Medal of Honor, European Assault, trashed. Mech Assault 2. Wait, is this 2? Can't tell. Yeah, trashed. But, I mean, the manual's in really good condition, so I was really happy with that. But, yeah. Funny thing is, I actually have one on order that should be here in a couple of days. So I'm not too mad about that. True Crime Streets of LA. I don't have that yet, so a little disappointed. Gonna have to get a disc cleaner and clean that up. Everything or Nothing. I have this one already, so being a duplicate isn't too bad, but manual's in decent condition. There's a tear. Yeah, it's like yeah, this one has some like deep, heavy scratches in it. I don't know if you can tell how bad it is, but yeah, it's pretty bad. So that's a trasher. Well, I can sell maybe get one with the manual. Medal of Honor, European Assault. Yeah, it's pretty trash. The thing is, like, I don't see any deep scratches on this one, so maybe cleaning it up, like buffing it out, will be good. Might be able to salvage it. True Crime Relay. Yeah, there's some deep scratches in this one, kind of. Yeah, there's some scratches on it, but they should all play. Eh. So broken Xbox. If you think about it, roughly $10 a game. I got 12 out of there, and I paid 120. So, and I got a console, and I got that Gamestop controller that works fine, way better than I was expecting. So, Defender, Mace Griffin, Medal of Honor, European Assault, and where's the other one? The other Medal of Honor didn't work. So, a little disappointed. I'll have to find some discs. There's that freeze again. Why is it freezing? This makes no sense. Encoding lag. CPU usage, 1%. Yeah. Gotcha. So, other than that, not too bad. All right. We're getting kind of late here, so let's move on to the ABK news. Drink some water. Did you listen last week? Told you I'll drink some water. Water's good for you. Get stuck in the mustache and everything. So, yeah. So yeah, CMA is like, we're not worried about consoles. We're only worried about cloud. Deal is done. Well, not officially. Microsoft basically just said, hey, we're signing it. We're signing the deal. Whether or not the FDA can take us to, not the FDA, the FCC can take, we're going to court anyway, so it'll all be litigated then. But it looks like the European Union is fine, Brazil is fine, China's fine. There's a whole list of countries that are like, yeah, whatever. I guess kind of the bigger news is that because of the way how the FCC defined consoles, as in like high-end consoles versus like the Nintendo consoles. The Nintendo consoles is basically a 360 or a little bit more than a 360. Was it a 360 or a 1? Yeah, it's just a little bit more powerful than a 360. So they didn't get counted in that high-end thing. Oh, yeah. Did you see it? Did you see it? I'm gonna go back just a little bit. No, I think I went back too far. So like headshots on these guy, they swagger. Pow. See, they were kerplunk. Yeah. So senator from Washington state, not because there is no senator from Washington D.C. That whole okay. There's a representative, but they don't really have voting power. Yeah. So the senator basically gets up and says, hey, we're in a meeting here talking about trade with Japan, and Sony has a market capitalization 98%. What you going to do about that? Oh, here, this guy. This guy freaked me out. But yeah, there's a total Elden Ring boss right here. And so the senator brought it up, and China basically said, ooh, not China. Japan's like, oh, we'll look into that. So they're going to look into it. This is what happens when you stir the pot, Sony. Like, if you would have just been like, who the hell is calling me? So yeah, I just spent the last 10 minutes talking and the mic wasn't on. So to recap, the heat is going to be on Sony. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, I mean, they're dominant in Europe, dominant in Britain. Just crushed Xbox in Japan. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, for all the money that and investment that, Xbox put in Japan 360 days, they just toss it aside for the one. Like, we're on top. We're gonna. Yeah. The vision for the one, they were right. It was just, 5 or 6 years ahead of its time. I mean, yeah. Xbox Center, Netflix, TV, streaming, music. They were all ahead of their time. And they just didn't realize that it was all basically going to be through here. So, yeah, baby steps with Xbox, but we'll see. They just dropped their dollar for the first month for Game Pass, which, I haven't spent $1 on Game Pass since 3 years ago or something. Yeah, when I got my One X, I subbed. Ooh, yeah. It's now 9:30. It is late, but yeah. So that's ABK. It went through. It looks like it's going to go through. It's going to be a bunch of talk about streaming services, and when it comes to competition for that, Sony has their own streaming service. I know because they bought Kakai and they bought OnLive, and I was a big fan of OnLive. I must have like 40 or 50 games. I played that shit all the time. I had their like special little console. I couldn't stream it through my laptop too well, but my desktop, like, no problem. I played the shit out of that. It was a good service. I really liked it. And then it got dumped because Sony bought it for the tech. And they're going to use it for their PlayStation Now when the streaming of PS3 games. And now they became of it. So, all right. Let's round this up really quick. What's on tap for next week? Controllers. Gonna try to fix some controllers. I'm gonna play some Dark Watch. Downloaded Fallout. No, not Fallout. Far Cry 5. So, gonna try playing that. More Halo Infinite. Let's see. What else? Maybe start working on Halo 3 again. Need to start working on that because I did Reach 1, 2. So I'll work on 3. See what happens. Got a long week ahead, but yeah, can't stop yawning. So with that, yeah, I'm getting out of here. Drink more water. Water's good for you. For you. Yes, you. Adios.